Please welcome relationship coach. This is Michael Fiore. Michael Fiore, everybody. You're not talking about dirty messages. There's a difference between sexting and texting.
What I teach is how to use, the same technology, text messages, as a way to bring that spark, bring that intimacy back into your relationship. I always tell people to be unapologetically romantic in their texts. To a woman, you could say, can you imagine how good it's going to feel to wrap my arms around you tonight? And it causes her to imagine. Yeah, exactly.
That just worked on me, and he's not even mine.
Well, the funny thing, Rachel, is a lot of guys, when they hear me say that kind of thing, they say, oh, Michael, that's so cheesy, right? And I say, it's cheesy, but the entire audience went, ah.
I got chills.
Yeah.
I have been taking Michael's advice, and over the past day or so, I've been using some of his techniques and texting you with cute little things to test it out and spark things up.
They were nice. I enjoyed them. I loved them. Michael, I thank you.
I tell you, we have to take a break so that everybody can do their homework. I want everybody texting over this break.
If you've got a cell phone and can follow simple instructions, this video will change your love life forever. Hi, my name is Michael Fiore. And in the next few minutes, just like I did on Rachel Ray, I'm going to teach you how to use tiny little text messages sent from the cell phone you have in your pocket right now to transform even the coldest woman into a secret passion addict who thinks about you all day, craves your attention, and thinks of dozens of ways to reward you for being such a romantic, even though all you did was push a few buttons on your phone. In fact, even though this might sound impossible now, after you watch this video and do what it says like thousands of guys have around the world, you'll be shocked at the staggering transformation that happens in your woman literally overnight. How the bad habits she used to complain about simply don't matter anymore. How any anger or jealousy she used to show just fades away, replaced by the love and acceptance you had when you first met. And how she even develops a bit of a romance addiction, where she goes out of her way to show you how much she adores you, to thank you for being her man, and to make sure you feel appreciated, wanted, and loved, no matter how far apart you are. And where seducing you becomes her irresistible new favorite hobby. Now, I know the idea of getting the hot, passionate, no BS relationship you've always wanted just by tapping out a few simple, powerful messages on your cell phone probably sounds a little bit unbelievable. To prove to you why it works so incredibly well, I need to reveal a few simple truths about a woman's romantic mind no one has ever told you before, and show you how to access the deepest parts of her brain and hotwire her desire and her love in a weird but staggeringly effective way. Fact, romance means very different things to women than it does to us guys. If you're like most guys, romance to you means sex, feeling appreciated and wanted, and the game of chasing or seducing a woman. Or it means stuffing yourself into an uncomfortable suit and going dancing just to make her happy. But that's not the kind of romance we're talking about. But to women, romance means being hunted and earned. Romance is how you prove to her that you're a strong, powerful man who deserves her, who she can brag about, and who can make her swoon. It's easier than you think. Plain and simple, women are hardwired deep in their genes to want to be hunted and pursued and earned by a man. That's why women love seeing chick flicks where guys walk over hot coals to get the girl. And why romance novels where women are taken and ravaged are such huge bestsellers. What this means is that inside every woman, even if she seems like an ice queen, there is a secret playmate just waiting to be set loose if you know how to flip the switch to prove to her that you're worthy and give her permission to act. Okay, if your woman actually craves that spark of sex and romance as much as you do and just needs you to hunt her, why doesn't she just tell you that? And why do you feel like you're in romantic Siberia, starving for even the smallest amount of affection? That's a really good question, and here's the really good answer. In order to get your woman to give in to you and give you the romance, sex, and love you deserve, she needs you to do three things, and none of them involve buying her stuff. First, you need to show her she has power over you, that she's a beautiful, desirable woman. Like I said a second ago, to women, romance means being chased and earned. As soon as you stopped pursuing her, her self-esteem and her passion dropped like a stone. If you want to reawaken the real passion in your relationship, you need to remind her what a valuable prize she is and let her know the hunt is still on. Second, You need to engage her imagination. Let her know when you're thinking of her when you're not with her, and awaken her deep capacity for fantasy. And third, you need to flat out seduce her. You need to hotwire the romance center of her mind and show that you know how to wake up the passions in her heart and in her whole body. So how do you do all that? Well, as I proved live in front of Rachel Ray and her millions of viewers, the way to turn even the coldest woman into the passion addict you deserve is by sending her almost magical text messages. Plain and simple, and as weird as it sounds, sending the right text messages to your girlfriend or wife during the day can have a shocking and drastic impact on your relationship, and will give you a whole new level of emotional, mental, and even physical intimacy. Why? Because by texting your woman the right way, you can feed her the kind of secret fantasies and emotional bait she's genetically programmed to respond to wherever she is, whenever you want, painting a goofy smile across her face and building her craving for you to a fever pitch. With the right texts, you'll have a secret conversation where you create a private fantasy world between the two of you, where she feels like she can give in to her secret desire to seduce you again, and to be the fun, easygoing woman you've always wanted. And all without you having to get frustrated or angry anymore, and simply by pushing a few buttons on your cell phone. Okay, Michael, I get it. I see how I can use text messages to bring the spark back into my relationship, but how do I actually do it? Glad you asked, because I've got a really good answer for you. Like I said, my name is Michael Fiore. I'm a nationally known relationship expert who's been featured on television and radio and even got interviewed by Time magazine. And with your permission, I'd like to teach you everything I know about using tiny little text messages to hijack your woman's romantic mind and have the relationship you crave. How? By introducing you to a simple step-by-step program I call Text the Romance Back 2.0, the 30-day digital relationship transformer. Text the Romance Back 2.0 is a step-by-step system that shows you exactly what text to send to instantly ignite a tremendous fire in your relationship. The Text the Romance Back 2.0 program is crammed full of step-by-step instructions and done-for-you texts designed to crawl into her unconscious mind and feed the secret romantic within. When you grab your copy of Text the Romance Back 2.0 today, you'll discover how to attract her attention no matter where she is, no matter how busy she is, or how little time she might have, all by using the simple curiosity magnet text no woman can ignore. The stunning power of appreciation texts that will send subtle shivers down her spine. You'll be shocked at the spring she gets in her step and the goofy smile that spreads across her face when you use this simple method to tell her how you really feel. Feel like the passion is missing from your relationship? Once you learn the power of sensual compliment texts, you'll be able to multiply the heat in your relationship and have her feeling warm and romantic, even on the iciest of days. And you'll be shocked at the tingle that goes through your whole body the first time she uses one of these on you. And that is just the tip of the iceberg. As you get into the more advanced material, you'll also discover the incredible text massage technique. A technique so simple, but so powerful, she'll swear she feels your hands on her even if you're all the way across town or on a business trip in a different state. In a long-distance relationship or forced to spend time apart, try the distance destroyer text. I've had men and women stationed overseas say this one technique saved their relationship and got them through a long deployment. Use this simple text to have her feeling like she's right there next to you and loving every minute, even when you're across the country or around the world on business. Feel like you always have to fight for her affection? Bait question texts will drag her attention to you like a laser beam and create incredible intimacy. These are great to use if you've just met a woman, to have her thinking you're the most interesting man she's ever met. Next, you'll learn how to flirt and tease her with digital telepathy texts, even when you're in the same room. You'll be shocked at the look she gives you when she reaches into her pocket and sees the message you sent her, and how eager she is to get you alone afterwards. And for when it's time for romance to turn into hot and heavy passion, you'll discover how to use digital foreplay to enter the most private and primal parts of her mind and create a level of attraction and desire in your relationship you haven't felt since you first kissed. In fact, if you're like most of the thousands of men who have used this already, you'll feel like you've gone through a relationship time machine and have created a better, more connected, more intimate, sexier, and more fun relationship with your woman, literally at the push of a button. Need proof? Just listen to what a few of my Text the Romance Back 2.0 customers have to say about the program. Randy from Los Angeles says, "Frankly, I really expected to be asking for my money back when the texting didn't work. Then I actually tried what you said. Keep your money, you earned every penny." Jim from Seattle says, "My wife and I were right in the middle of a dry patch when I discovered your stuff. Her reaction was overwhelming. Now her friends keep asking me to teach their husbands how to do this." Alexander M. says, "I was like, okay, she'll probably like it, but man, she loved it. I appreciate it a lot. Love what you do." And Mark from Minnesota says, "He thought the romance was dead, but suddenly she's seducing me over text message." And those are just a few of the hundreds and hundreds of emails I've received from incredibly satisfied guys after trying this simple system. Here is my promise to you. If you've got 2 thumbs, you can do wonders for your relationship and be giddy and passionate like teenagers again just by using these simple techniques like thousands have already. Okay, so how do you get started texting the romance back into your life? How much for the Text the Romance Back 2.0 system, as featured on Rachel Ray, and including dozens of done-for-you texts for both you and your woman to use, plus my patented romantic texting formulas I promise you've never heard before. Honestly, this is the only program like this in existence, so there's nothing to compare it to. So let's just think of the alternatives you could try, or that you've tried already, to bring the spark and the romance back into your relationship. You could try planning a romantic dinner. That will cost you at least $100. And if you're like a lot of guys, you'll find yourself annoyed at how you sit there, not talking, how she looks at you, expecting more, and how nothing really changes. You could try to grab her attention by buying her some sexy lingerie. A really nice set will cost you a few $100. And even if she doesn't blow up at you for only thinking of sex, what are the odds that she'll actually wear it? Or you could try a romantic weekend away. That will cost you thousands to do right. And even if you do connect on a deep level and get physically and emotionally closer, you'll probably end up right back where you are now as soon as the magic of your vacation is over. Let me ask you a question. Years from now, when you're looking back, how are you going to feel if you could have made your relationship so much better just by pushing a few simple buttons on your cell phone? Not to get depressing here, but most couples in this country just don't make it. They get too busy for love. They forget to be romantic, to seduce each other, to love each other. They drift apart, they get bitter, and all that passion just turns to apathy and anger. How are you going to feel if you could have brought back the romance, the lust, and the love? And what if you could have done it all just by tapping out a few tiny messages on your cell phone? It's hard for a lot of guys to believe, but having a great relationship where your wife or girlfriend is actually happy with you all the time is really just about doing a few little things right. As I showed live on television with Rachel Ray, the techniques I teach in Text the Romance Back work very well. And because I want you to experience the results for yourself, I'm going to let you have the full program at a price you're not going to believe. The regular retail price of Text the Romance Back 2.0 is just $97. Less than one expensive dinner at a romantic restaurant, not to mention what you'll pay for a babysitter and gas, and a lot less than you'll pay to a relationship counselor if you don't get this romance thing handled, if you don't feed the desire you've got burning its way through your heart, if you don't do something to fan the flames of your love. Now, I know that $97 can seem like a lot of money to people sometimes, and I want to take away every barrier you have to getting the romance you deserve. Everyone who's used Text the Romance Back says it's a steal at $97, and my friends tell me the least I should sell the program for is just $67. But I want to make this a real no-brainer for you. I want you to try this material and see how well it works for yourself. That's why I'm willing to let you have Text the Romance Back 2.0 for just $47 today. Plus, if you act now, I'll also give you the audio version of the training at no additional charge, so you can study up while at the gym, in the car, or anytime you've got your headphones. You'll get the I Like Myself Game worksheet that allows you to massively increase your own self-esteem in seconds. The Text the Romance Back 2.0 crib sheet that lets you skip to any text you want. the Text the Romance Back 2.0 frequently asked questions, where I answer intimate questions from customers and tell you exactly what to do if your texting doesn't go as planned. And you'll get my new Facebook Romance Secrets program absolutely free, a $27 value. Facebook Romance Secrets is a new program I've created that will allow you to seduce your woman, or any woman actually, using Facebook and social media, and will give you ideas that will have her swooning every time she logs in. As I say in the course, what you post on Facebook is the story you tell the world about yourself. And in this training, my friend Mike Hill and I will teach you how to tell a story that will have your partner grinning from ear to ear. In Facebook Romance Secrets, you'll discover how to use simple little posts on her Facebook wall to rivet her attention and send shivers of anticipation through her whole body. Facebook photos, and how to comment on her pictures in a way that has her friends and family gushing over how you're the perfect man for her. How to be unapologetically romantic with your partner and have her scheming up ways to put a huge smile on your face. Facebook Romance Secrets is normally $27 all by itself, but I'd like to flat out give it to you just for trying out Text the Romance Back 2.0 today. Just to add it all up, as part of this special promotion, you'll get instant digital access to the Text the Romance Back 2.0 training program, normally $97. The Text the Romance Back 2.0 audio, normally $17. The I Like Myself game worksheet, normally $17. The Text the Romance Back 2.0 crib sheet, normally $17. And Facebook Romance Secrets, both the print and audio versions, normally $27. That's $175 of value for less than $50. All you have to do to get started is enter your email address and click the big, shiny, inviting Add to Cart button that just appeared below. You'll gain instant access to everything, and we'll be texting the romance back with your woman tonight. And of course, you're covered by my no worry guarantee. Here's how it works. Simply order today. Use the material. If you aren't blown away, and if you don't get results, just email me within 60 days for a complete refund. No fine print, no BS. But you really do have to act now. I'm selling this program now for just $47 as a market test, but I'm planning on raising the price, or maybe even doubling it, in the near future. Listen, I don't want to pressure you here, but you've got a very simple choice to make, and when you think about it, you've really just got 3 options. Option 1, do nothing. Keep going the way you are now. Keep being frustrated and risk things getting worse because you don't take action. Option 2, take what you learned here today and try to wing it with your girlfriend or wife. Risk making up your own texts and hoping for good results. You can try this, but I can tell you from experience that the chances of you sending the wrong message and getting the opposite result of what you want this way are huge. And then there's option 3. Risk nothing at all today. Grab the Text the Romance Back 2.0 training for just $47 and line up to be another of my growing list of success stories. And again, all you have to do to get started is enter your email address and click the big, shiny, inviting Add to Cart button that just appeared below. You'll gain instant access to everything and will be texting the romance back with your woman tonight. I can't wait to hear about your success. I've been Michael Fiore. Thank you so much for your time. Still here? As you can imagine, I get a lot of questions with all the national attention I've been getting. So let me just answer some of the most common questions you might have about Text the Romance Back 2.0. Question number 1, how quickly will I get Text the Romance Back 2.0? Great question. Text the Romance Back 2.0 is actually a digital download. What that means is, what's going to happen is you enter your email address down in that box below, you click the Add to Cart button, you'll be brought to a shopping cart page where you can enter your credit card information just like you do on Amazon or anything like that. And then you'll be brought to a page where you actually download the program. That means you can download the complete Text the Romance Back program, Facebook Romance Secrets, and the other bonuses that come with it, as well as the audio files of the program directly onto your computer. That means no waiting. There's none of that, I've bought things online before and I'm like waiting by the door for the Amazon guy to show up for days and days on end. None of that. You simply enter your email address, click the button, enter your credit card, and you'll get the program within about 2 or 3 minutes from now, directly onto your computer, so you can simply read it and start using it right away. And in fact, if you're like many of the people who invest in Text the Romance Back, you'll actually go through, you'll dig through it, you'll skim a bunch of stuff, and then you'll send your first text about 10 minutes from now, and you'll start getting results very, very quickly. Okay? Question number 2, I'm not in a relationship right now. Can Text the Romance Back 2.0 still help me? The answer is yes, it can. but with some caveats. Text the Romance Back 1.0, the previous edition of this program, really was very specifically aimed at people who were married or in a relationship. It was really a way to bring a lot of that energy of texting back into a relationship instead of having people send it out of the relationship. That said, after we released Text the Romance Back 1.0, after I was on television, after many thousands of people purchased the program, we had many folks come to us and say, Michael, this stuff is fantastic, it's amazing, but how do I use it if I'm single? How do I use this material if I just meet a girl at a bar? How do I use this material if I meet a girl online? And actually, you can use this material with girls you've just met online with a lot of great results. So what we did was we actually wrote an entire section of Text the Romance Back 2.0, which very specifically, in a lot of detail, goes through and shows you how to use each formula, each text, each idea if you're single. And it also tells you certain things you should not do if you're single and dating somebody. There's certain texts in Text the Romance Back 2.0 that are way too powerful to be used with somebody you just met. So don't worry about that. If you are single, grab the program. You'll probably get some great results with it. Question 3, what if I don't text? What if my partner doesn't text? Not that big of a deal. It is called Text the Romance Back 2.0 because I'm a big fan of texting. I think texting is a very, very powerful way of connecting. And to me, I say texting is digital telepathy in a lot of ways. It's the best way we have to connect with somebody when you're off, shuffling the kids to soccer practice, things like that. But the message is more important than the medium, as it were. You can use Text the Romance Back 2.0 over Instant Messenger. You can use it over email. You can use it by letter. If you want to write an actual letter, you can do that. We've actually had guys who have used Text the Romance Back by writing little notes that he left around the house. And even one guy, one of our earliest buyers actually, who used Text the Romance Back, and he simply walked up behind his wife in the kitchen and whispered these phrases in her ear, and got some pretty great results that might not be safe for this video. So use your imagination for that. But not a problem if you don't text. Question number 4, were you really on the Rachael Ray Show? What's she like? I do actually get that one a lot. Yes, I was on the Rachael Ray Show in Valentine's Day of 2011. It was a really fun experience, and it was great because it got us a lot of exposure for this program. It really helped us to help a lot of men and help a lot of women. You saw a brief part of the clip of me on that show at the beginning of this video. What's Rachael like? I don't really know that well. She seemed very nice in my very limited exposure to her. But I'm really thankful to her because she helped me get this stuff out there to more people. Question number 5, isn't this just about sexting? Are you trying to get me to sext my partner? A little bit, sure, let's be honest about it. Some of Text the Romance Back 2.0 is about eroticism. Some of it is about teaching you how to use words and how to use text messaging to turn a woman on, turn the woman that you're in love with on, or the woman you just like and are dating. That's kind of fine too, because sex is part of a relationship. That said, it's only a percentage of what's in the program. The program is not a how to use text messages to have sex kind of program. It's about relationships, about romance. A lot of the program is about teaching you how to show a woman that she's appreciated. Teaching you how to use the material to connect on a deeper level, to have more fun, to be better friends, to be better parents together, to just have a better relationship. So yes, part of it is like that, but not all of it. Question number 6, isn't texting just something teenagers do? Well, I'm not a teenager, and I text all the time. A lot of my friends do too. Even if you're not texting right now, it's really a great way to establish a connection. Like I said, digital telepathy. One of the reasons I created this program was because so many friends of mine who are in relationships don't have time to really romance each other. I know me personally, I travel for business a lot, and my girlfriend is back here, and I use texting as a way to feel like we're together even when we're not able to actually be together. So don't let a prejudice against texting keep you from experiencing how wonderful this actually can be. Question number 7, my partner and I are fighting. Will Text the Romance Back help? Yes, it will most likely help you quite a bit. That said, it's not magic. My favorite email I've ever gotten from a guy around Text the Romance Back was from a guy who wrote me and said, Michael, I'm really, really angry at you. I grabbed your program, I did exactly what it said, and it didn't work for me because I got your program, I tried it out, I did exactly what you said, and my wife is still mad at me for sleeping with her sister. Not really sure what to tell you about that one. If you're having a fight over something, yes, it can help a lot. Even if there's been cheating in your relationship, this stuff can help a lot, though you have to be careful about what you say and how you say it. The great thing about Text the Romance Back is that it really, using texting, you can establish a connection, a private channel between you and your girlfriend or your wife that isn't about the fight, right? You can refuse to have that kind of negative conversation in this medium, and even if you're fighting about something serious, you can still have this other channel, this texting channel, where things are okay, where you can have this fantasy world, where you can have fun again. I've had many, many men write me and say, Michael, I used Text the Romance Back when my wife was mad at me for, staying late at work, forgetting her birthday, doing things like that, and it helped so much, so very much. Question number 8, what is this relationship time machine you talk about? The relationship time machine, or the RTM, as we say in the program, is one of our texting techniques that helps you to bring your relationship back to how it was a month ago, a year ago, 10 years ago, when things were really good. Most relationships kind of follow a very, very similar timeline, by the way. You're not alone in this. You start off, things are fantastic. There's this great spark. You're addicted to this person. You want to be with them all the time. Then you kind of settle into a good relationship. And then somewhere along the lines, things get boring. You stop wanting each other as much. You start being co-parents instead of lovers. These kind of things happen. And the relationship time machine is a technique I developed that allows you to bring things back to how they used to be. You start remembering what it was like at the very beginning. You bring these emotions and you bring these stories back up, and it really has a very, very powerful effect on a relationship. It's in the program. It's one of the more advanced techniques up there with the text massage, but I really, really recommend you try it. And question number 9, I'm a woman. Can I use Text the Romance Back as well? Yes, of course you can. The Text the Romance Back program has been developed for both men and for women. Many, many women have tried this program and have been astounded at how well it has worked with men. And finally, question number 10, how fast can I expect results? There's no hard and fast answer for that particular question. It's going to vary a lot based on who you are and based on kind of how your relationship is. Many, many folks who try Text the Romance Back 2.0 say they get results within a few days to a week of trying the program. Many, many men say, I tried the very first text you gave me to say, and the result was amazing. She came home that night and she wrapped herself in my arms and she kissed me like she hasn't kissed me in years, and we had this fantastic evening together that was really about us for the first time in so long. That said, it could take a little bit longer. If your relationship is a little on the rocks, if you're fighting, it may take a little while for your wife or your girlfriend to trust what you're trying to do here, to trust that you're trying to bring things to this positive, wonderful, kind of emotional place. And those are the main questions that we get over and over again. And I hope by answering those questions, I took away any misgivings you may have about ordering the program. And I totally understand. You're online, you don't know me before now. It can be a little bit hard to be like, hey, I'm going to trust this guy and try this stuff out. But that's why we have our 60-day guarantee, where you can try out the program for up to 2 full months with absolutely nothing to risk. All you do is you enter your email, you click the Add to Cart button, you get brought to the next page, you enter your credit card information, and within a few minutes you have the program. I'm going to ask you this though, please do not grab the program unless you're going to use it. We do get people sometimes who grab the program, they read through it and they say, I don't think this will work for me. We've gotten this email. I know it works. I've got thousands and thousands of customers and testimonials and people on my Facebook wall who have used this material and gotten great results. I have everyone from 23-year-old single people who have used this when they were meeting a girl at a bar to folks in their 70s who have been married for 50 years who have used this material with great results. But like anything, it only works if you try it. So if you just grab the program and you read through it and you listen to the audios and you don't do anything, you're not going to get results. And it really bothers me when people do that, when people suffer unnecessarily. All you have to do is take the material, open it up, go through it. I want you to read through the whole thing once before you do anything. And then take out your cell phone and do what it says, and great things happen. But it only does that if you actually try it. So if you're not actually going to try it, this program's not for you. I would rather you not purchase it if you're not willing to take action. Besides that, though, if you're in pain right now, if your relationship is not what you want it to be, if there's a rift between you, or if it's just, things are good, but they're not hot, they're not passionate like they used to be, this stuff will work for you. This stuff is like, crack for women in a lot of ways. As a guy, Text the Romance. I wish more guys would grab Text the Romance back 2.0 and see how amazingly powerful it actually is. What happens when you start using even the most basic texts with a woman? They light up like a firecracker. Usually, if they find out about the program, they write me and they say, oh my God, I'm so happy about what my husband is doing, or my boyfriend, or whatever. So I hope that answers your questions. If you're interested, please simply enter your email address, click the button, grab Text the Romance back 2.0, and then when you've used it, write me an email and tell me how it worked for you. Tell me about the results you got. I love getting those emails. My support staff loves getting those emails from men and from women saying, wow, this stuff really, really helped me. Again, that's all you have to do. Enter your email address, click the button. No matter what, whether you order the program or not, I do hope you order it because I really want to help you. Whether you do or not, I want to thank you for your time. I want to thank you for watching this video. I want to thank you for trusting me with your time and allowing me to share this material with you. Thank you so much. Again, I've been Michael Fiore. Have a great day.